in about 18 months. She's up against the number 3 seed Han Yue from China. Well, as far as the women's singles draw was concerned, 3 tie pairs at quarter-final stage, 2 from Japan, but only 3 seeds, none in the top half of the draw, all 3 seeds in the bottom half, as you can see. By semi-final stage, 1 seed left in, and that's Han Yue, but 4 different flags next to the 4 names. That's always nice to see. Well, earlier today, Wardani of Indonesia came through a thriller against Miyazaki of Japan. So who will play against the Indonesian in tomorrow's final? First player onto centre stage is Pornpawee Chochuwong, a 26-year-old from Thailand. It's her 5th consecutive appearance here at the Hong Kong Open, and it's the first time she's reached a semi-final. Her best previously was a quarter-final back in 2018 when she lost to the eventual champion, Nozomi Okuhara. So to the number 3 seed, Han Yue, 24 years of age, and she's making her 4th appearance here at the Hong Kong Open. And like her opponent, the best she'd done previously was a quarter-final, and that quarter-final was last year when she lost to Malaysia's Goh Jin Wei in 3 games in that quarter-final. Goh Jin Wei then lost in the semi-final stage. Well, these 2 players will know each other very well indeed, because this is going to be a 10th meeting between the 2. And of the previous 9, as you can see, Han Yue has won 7 of them.
Red card, black for you.
But it was Chochuwong who won the last encounter. Oh, that's odd, isn't it? Choosing to receive. Well, 24 years of age from Changzhou in southern Fujian province on the east coast of China. Went down 1 place on the world rankings published on Tuesday to number 8. Has been as high as 6, as you can see, but that was just 1 week from the end of May earlier this year. Looking at her results, well, it was the quarter-final yesterday against the left-handed Aya Ohori of Japan, the Asian Games bronze medalist. She had to come from a game deficit. But look at the score in the second game, 21-9, and reasonably convincing in the deciding game, 21-15. Pornpawee Chochuwong is the older of the 2 at the age of 26, and that equates to about 5'7". Went up to number 16 on the world ranking, but has been a top 10 player, as you can see, highest of 8, 4 weeks in total. Now, as I was telling you, she's looking to reach her first final in almost 18 months, and her path through to this semi-final, Mia Blichfeldt of Denmark in the first round, then Dewi from Indonesia, and then it was her teammate, the number 6 seed, Busanan Ongbangarangpan, and she went the full distance there, 21-13 in the deciding game. An hour and 11 minutes for Chochuwong's quarter-final yesterday. Whereas Han Yue, she may have played 3 games, but it was only 49 minutes, so not so long on court. As far as Han Yue is concerned, she's already been in a final this year. It was also a 500 level, which is what the Hong Kong Open is. That was in Thailand, where she was the number 1 seed. Trish Gubb is our umpire for this, and I'd like to wish her a very happy birthday. And the service judge, Simon Au. Two very experienced court officials for this one. Pornpawee's coach looking very relaxed at the moment. And the Chinese women's singles coach, Luo Yigang, there he is. Former world number 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Pornpawee Chochuwong, Thailand. And on my left, Han Yu, China. Pornpawee Chochuwong to serve, love all, play.
So it is the unseeded Thai player, Pornpawee Chochuwong, who gets this second women's singles semi-final underway against the number 3 seed, Han Yue.
Service over, 1, love.
Nice. Well, she's got lovely skills, as Chochuwong.
1, all.
And those lovely skills took her to the final of the All England Championships 3 years ago, where she lost out in that Birmingham final to Okuhara.
Service over, 2, 1. Service over, 2, all.
Yes, I think the Thai player is going to try and exploit that from this near side of the court. She chose ends. Her opponent won the toss of the coin and decided to receive. And Chochuwong is playing against the drift, which means for a singles player you can really punch your shots to the back of the courts with greater confidence that it's going to stay in. And I think that's very important for singles, because singles players try and outmaneuver opponents.
Service
and to do that, you need to use all 4 corners of the court to gradually outmaneuver them. Just wide.
Service over, 5, 3.
Young fan enjoying the badminton and enjoying some snacks. Lucky man. Won gold at the Southeast Asian Games, Chochuwong, in Hanoi, in Vietnam, in 2022. It was postponed from 21. Beat her teammate Chaiwan in the final. That's well left.
7, 3. 3.
It's long of the back line.
Service over.
Well, Chinese players over the years
8.
have done extremely well here in the women's singles discipline. 18 of the previous 33 women's singles titles won by Chinese players. That's
5.
over 50%.
8.
Oh, that is just delightful.
6. 8.
Well, you know, if you were with us earlier today and earlier in the week, I've talked about the fact that the drift keeps seeming to change. Now, I think that's 3 that Chochuwong has hit long of the back line. Haven't really been counting. She's supposed to be hitting against the drift. That's a nice net shot. This is a good rally. Oh, that's a beauty. Oh, she's challenging. And Yue is going to challenge that. Here we go. What does the instant review say? Oh, that's a good challenge. Very good challenge. It was wide. So on a run of 5 straight points, Han Yue is back level. Quite clearly the longest rally so far, 32 shots.
Play.
That's a lovely block.
9, 8.
She gives us a little bit of extra height so that it would come down closer towards the net, which indeed it did. Oh, that's clever. Good awareness from Han Yue.
9, all. Service over. 10, 9.
Oh, look at that skill.
Service
You know, it's
over.
astonishing because I don't think of her as possessing the same array of shots, amount of skills of, say, Chen Fei or the recently retired Hebing Zhao. I think of Han Yue more as a runner on court, a retriever. She's got some wonderful shots as well. Oh, she's just missed that one, so.
Service over. 11, 10, interval.
So it is Pornpawee Chochuwong who has the 1-point advantage at the mid-game interval. What a good start to this semi-final. Very close indeed. So just 1 point in it at the midway point of this opening game.
11,
Ah, yes,
10.
there's a tie fan.
Play.
Just long. There's another one gone long when
Service
she's
over.
supposedly playing
11
against the drift.
all.
Well, that one's landed
12,
well in.
11.
Maybe I've totally misread this drift in this arena. I was discussing it with Steen a little earlier on today, and we've come to the conclusion that the air conditioning is set to automatic. So when more fans come in, then the air conditioning gets automatically switched up, and that creates more wind and maybe actually has changed the direction of the drift. The players have been telling us that it's changed as well.
13, 11.
Ten of the last 13 points to Han Yue. Nice angle.
Service over. 12, 13.
Missed it.
Service over. 14, 12.
That's a gift.
15, 12.
Well, both players agreed that the shuttle needed to be changed. Good pace to the rally. Brilliant. What a fantastic rally. And the final kill from Han Yue. She had to be careful that she didn't take the shuttle before it crossed over the net. That was superb. Longest rally so far.
12.
7 of the 8 points since the resumption of play after the mid-game interval. And Yue looking like a different player since that break and the coaching advice. Super.
18-12.
Nice. That's a lovely cross-court net shot from Chochuwong.
Service over. 13-18.
Look at that. Super. Especially as she didn't take it particularly early. Another good net shot. Yeah. Forced the short lift from Han Yue.
14-18.
Look where her feet are. Nowhere near the back of the court. Chochuwong. It's always an indication. Look at the player's feet, the player who's about to hit the shuttle. And you can tell how deep the lift or clear has been.
15-18.
Well, this is a good comeback. Four straight points, and all of a sudden it's believable again.
Play.
Lucky net court. There's just 1 point in it.
White court, please. Thank you. Seventeen, 18.
Huge point coming up. And an error on the return of serve. And Chochuwong is back level. 6 straight points. And it's 18 all. Flat fast exchanges.
19, 18.
Unusual for women's singles. It's landed on the line. She could have played it. She was there.
20. Game point, 18.
2 game point opportunities for Han Yue.
Service over.
1 has come and gone,
19-20.
but another game point remains. She's back level, 20 all, and extra points required until there's a clear 2-point winning margin. Yes, another one's gone long of that back line.
21-20.
I'm getting more and more convinced that the drift has changed. 3rd game point opportunity for the number 3 seed, Han Yue. Oh, she's missed it. She's missed it. Would you believe it?
22-20.
Well, I guess the shuttle was tumbling, which made it difficult. But after fighting so hard to get back from that 12-18 deficit, Chochuwong will be disappointed with that final error. But all credit to Han Yue, winning that opening game on her 3rd game point opportunity. 22-20 in 22 minutes. Look, it pops up. Yeah, I think that goes down as a miss. Well, it was a thrilling opening game, won in the end by Han Yue of China, 22-20. Well, what great fighting spirit by Pornpawee Chochuwong, coming back from 12-18 adrift. Oh, good net shot. Good defence. Looks reasonably satisfied, doesn't he, Luo Yigang? Oh, that's going wide. That was a good net shot from Chochuwong. Well, it just tempted Chochuwong into perhaps going for a shot that she wasn't really wanting to play, because the cross-court net shot was so loopy. Missed it. She's not been patient enough at the moment, Chochuwong. She was slightly off balance when she played that shot. Shouldn't have been trying to go for a winner. Need to build the rally first. Yeah, that's a super shot. Yeah, a big smile from Han Yue. She shakes her head as if to say to herself, what on earth were you thinking about there? Oh, delightful. Do you know, it was just going through my mind that Han Yue was absolutely controlling the rally and that Chochuwong had to make her opponent change direction, and she did precisely that with that final shot. Key there was that Han Yue took the shuttle so early at the front of the court. She had so many options. Chose the cross-court net shot. Well, as we watch that again, I can tell you that there's a slight disagreement between the two players as to whether the shuttle should be changed or not. Umpire siding with the server, who didn't want to change the shuttle. That tends to be very much what the umpires do. Side with the server, that is. Oh, brilliant. Oh, would you believe it? That final shot came off the frame of the racket from Chochuwong. That wasn't a clean hit at all, but it was very effective. That's amazing. Comes off the top of the frame. Look at this. Nice. Cross courts from Chochuwong simply wasn't high enough or deep enough. And Han Yue are able to intercept. Yeah. Once the server wants to change the shuttle, the umpires assume there really must be something wrong with the shuttle, because the server must have just won the last point. That's a good disguise on the return of serve there from Han Yue. Brilliant backhand. Yeah. And a good follow-up too from Han Yue. And she goes to the mid-game interval with a 5-point advantage. Looking good at the moment, the Chinese player. Kept her opponent to the back of the court for what, 5 or 6 shots, then plays the acute angled backhand and follows forward. Brilliantly constructed rally. So what options have Pornpawee Chochuwong got left here? Can she come up with something a little different? The problem for Chochuwong is that she's reluctant to play deep in court because of the risk of the shuttle going long. And therefore Han Yue is basically playing pretty much from mid-court forward. And you're not going to outmaneuver an opponent when they're only basically playing in half a court. And I get the sense that Han Yue is commanding the front court area as well. Look at that tumble net shot. The amount of spin and tumble as that went over the net makes it desperately difficult to control the reply, even if you're there in time. Shot. Missed it. Didn't really get behind the shot, Chochuwong. And that looked like a desperation shot to me. Just trying something, even though she wasn't really in position to play it. Six straight points now for Han Yue. Make that 7 straight points. Well, she's challenging. I suspect it's a challenge just as much to recompose the thoughts.
Challenge
Closer than I had realised.
One challenge remaining. 16-6. Play.
Missed it. Oh, it's cool, good.
Service over.
Well, Han Yue not
16.
challenging this. Let's have another look. Oh no, that was absolutely on the line. Well done, line judge. Too loopy with the cross-court net shot, Han Yue.
16.
Do you remember a little earlier, there was another one like that Chochuwong put into the net, and I said that she was forced to try and play something she didn't want to play that time. Just played the simple straight net shot.
9-16.
I suspect
17.
that was a very important rally. I felt that Chochuwong was on a bit of a roll. She'd won 3 straight points. If she'd managed to keep that run going, I may have psychologically asked a few questions of Han Yue.
Service over. 17.
Oh, that's plumb on the line. That's
Service
a
over.
fantastic shot from Han
18,
Yue.
10.
Last moment just turns that racket head to play it across court. That's long. And now just 2 points away from her second
10.
final of the year. Han Yue, after reaching the final of the Thailand Open. Just wides. It's match point opportunities
20.
for the
Match
number
point,
3 seed,
10.
Han Yue of China. Missed it. First time of asking. And Han Yue books her place in the final of the LI-NING Hong Kong Open. 22-20, 21-10 the second game in a match lasting 41 minutes.
Match won by
This is the
Han
final
Yue,
rally.
22-20, 21-10.
As the match progressed, Han Yue was, I thought, more and more in control, outmanoeuvring her opponent with her court coverage and her retrieving capabilities. She was psychologically forcing Chochuwong to go for more and more winners, and she made more and more errors. 22-20, 21-10, the final scoreline in favour of Han Yue from China, and she's through to the women's singles final. Well, one more semi-final to come for us this evening, and that's men's singles, and the beaten finalist 5 years ago, Anthony Sinisuka Ginting of Indonesia, up against Victor Axelsen, the reigning and two-time Olympic champion. So welcome back to the Hong Kong Coliseum and semi-finals Saturday at the Li-NING Hong Kong Open. One more semi-final to come for us this evening, and it's men's singles, and it's the beaten finalist from 5 years ago, Anthony